Them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through.
The ball is out. Watson lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
Yeah, I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 24. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. On second and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Like 30.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Man open left side is Brown. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team it. Somehow, I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ben to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Whitney Merciless in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. So we played a quarter here in the AFC Championship game. 14-0 is our score. And they got it here with a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 39 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back 22! Back 22!
Out of the gun, Watson. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Okay, blue 30.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And a look now at Lamar Miller. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Down. Green 39. Green 39.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Black 22. Black 22.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Green 39.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand. Or could get worse. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Underneath for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. We focus our attention now on the quarterback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready? Black 30.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. Third down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson hands this to Foreman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, blue 80! Blue 80!
Now Watson throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Breaks a tackle, now an alley. Still shedding tackles. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great...
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Watson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That will be caught by James, the big tight end, as a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Black 22. Black 22.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going Throw a little verbal trash their way. When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Fighting his way through contact. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back 22.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Down. Blue lady. Blue lady.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back 22. Back 22.
To the air yet again, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Watch 14. Watch
Green.
Again, it's Watson. And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And